Ruskin, Florida, was a sleepy town in 2006. Not much happened there. People were nice enough, but they weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. Most folks spent their days fishing, napping, and forgetting what day it was. Life was simple, even if a bit dull. Then on a Tuesday, or maybe it was a Wednesday, nobody really remembers, something extraordinary occurred. A baby boy was born. His name was Lenny. And Lenny, my friends, was no ordinary baby. As Lenny grew, so did his horns. They became grander, more vibrant. And with their growth, something strange began to happen. People in Ruskin started getting smarter. It began subtly.
Mrs. Gunderson, notorious for forgetting her own address, suddenly recited the entire alphabet backwards.
Mr. Henderson, who always struggled with his grocery list, effortlessly calculated the price of his produce. Whispers of Lenny's magical horns spread through the town like wildfire on a windy day. Could it be that his horns were somehow responsible for this sudden surge in intelligence? Lenny's powers were a blessing, a gift to the people of Ruskin. They were finally able to understand the complexities of the world around them. Children aced their exams, effortlessly grasping subjects that once seemed impossible. Adults, once content with their simple lives, now engaged in lively debates about philosophy, science, and the latest news. The town library, once a dusty repository of forgotten books, became the most happening place in Ruskin. Lenny, unaware of the magic he possessed, revelled in the joy of learning alongside his fellow townsfolk. He was a curious child, always eager to explore, to understand. His laughter echoed through the streets of Ruskin, a symphony of innocence and wonder. Section 4, the curious case of Mr. Lujan. But like all magic, Lenny's came with a few side effects.
I woke up one morning with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. I locked myself in my shop, refusing to cut hair until I'd read every encyclopedia ever printed.
Then there was Miss Tubbs, the librarian.
I became so overwhelmed with information that I began speaking in Shakespearean English.
Poor Mr. B, the owner of the local diner, started adding philosophical musings to his menu.
Try our existential egg sandwich or perhaps the cogito ergo sum burger.
It was a chaotic, hilarious, and utterly bizarre time in Ruskin. Yet amidst the mayhem, there was a sense of gratitude. Lenny's magic had awakened something special within them, a thirst for knowledge that couldn't be quenched. Section 5. The Purple Peril and the Burrito Sharks. However, Lenny's magic had unintended consequences. It attracted unwanted attention.
From the frozen wastelands of the North Pole, a group of highly intelligent purple polar bears descended upon Ruskin. These weren't your average cuddly polar bears. These bears wore monocles, spoke in eloquent British accents, and craved knowledge, the kind that resided within my horns.
The town was in an uproar. What could they do?
I came up with a plan. I would use my magic to create an army of, wait for it, sharks that barfed burritos.
Section 6. Lenny's ultimate sacrifice. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sharks, burritos, what kind of crazy plan is this? But trust me, it was pure genius. The purple polar bears, despite their intelligence, couldn't resist a good burrito. They were easily distracted, allowing the townsfolk to fight back.
But there was a catch. A heavy price to pay for this ingenious plan. To defeat the purple polar bears and ensure the safety of Ruskin, I had to make the ultimate sacrifice. I had to give up my horns, the source of my magic, the very essence of my being.
It was a decision that filled him with sadness, but also with a sense of purpose. He knew what he had to do. And so, on a starlit night with the entire town gathered around him, Lenny relinquished his horns. The magic flowed out of him into the town, and into a brand new schoolhouse that shimmered into existence.